Hi, thanks for watching Tech Talk. I'm Sergio with Arvig. Today's topic is one that you may or may not know a lot about. Everyone, or practically everyone, knows a little bit about email. Today we're going to be talking about Gmail. That's Google's email. It's been around for a few years now. When it was announced in, I want to say 2005, 2006, it was a very big deal originally. We're going to be looking at why some people like it so much, what some of its advantages are, what some of its disadvantages are. Luckily, you can sign up right now if you want, get an email address and start using it. But first, we'll take a look at some of how it works and what it can do. First of all, I'm going to bring us to the Create a Google Account page. Good thing about Gmail, one of its advantages, is it's tied to all the other Google services. So if you already have Google+, if you already have a YouTube account, pretty much any account with Google, you basically already have a Gmail account and you may just not know it. And you can just sign into gmail.com with that username and password. If you've never used a Google or a Gmail service, you go through the sign up. You know, it's very typical: name, password, I'm not a robot, my birth date, that sort of thing. You sign in and you're good to go. Now let's actually, once you signed in, here's a typical Gmail account. It's actually very similar to most inboxes. You've got your list of emails in your inbox. You've got little checkboxes to delete them and move them. The main difference is it's all web-based. So if you're used to using something like Microsoft Outlook, for example, where it's on that one computer, this is accessible anywhere you can get to gmail.com from, pretty much any web browser. It also means that they have lots of mobile apps. So if you have an iPhone or an Android phone, you could just download the Gmail app or go to the website on your smartphone and sign in and check it. The other big revolutionary thing that they did when they first started is they had what are called threaded messaging. What's that mean? Well, if I go into an email here and I look up, instead of having, this is technically 6 or 7 emails, it shows all of them within one thread. Another place that this is very common is text messaging. If you're used to texting people, you have the back and forth all on one page. You don't read one text message, go out of it, then go find the next text message, you know, in one master inbox. It keeps everything together. And it does that by subject line. Now, if you don't like that, you can turn it off, but by default, that's the normal way Gmail acts. The other way is they changed up the traditional folder method. Over here on the left, you might see that I have what look like different folders. And I click on them and I can see them and, you know, I can see all these emails. Technically, those aren't folders though. They're called categories. So I can put one email in multiple categories. So let's say I put it in my inbox category, and I also put it in my drafts category and my starred category. That one email will show up in all 3 folders. Even with deleted messages, once you delete something, it goes to the trash, and it's considered the trash category, believe it or not. It's not actually in a different separate folder, it's still there. So if you search for it, the reason that's great is when you search for an email, it searches all your categories at once. It doesn't search specific folders. You can even have it search your trash, and you can find things much easier. Lastly, Gmail is of course tied to a lot of their other services, so you'll see I have, for example, their Gmail chat. You can have it tied to your G+ account, your Google+ account, and do all sorts of things with that too. So those are some of the great things about Gmail and why it became so popular so quick. One of the other reasons is, although it's not unlimited, they give way more storage space than some of the competitors. It's getting closer now, but back in the day they gave out 1 gigabyte of space, which in 2006, 2007 was a lot of online storage space. Other people might have only given out 50 or 100 megabytes. Now their space is up to, I think, 4 or 5 gigabytes, and it keeps growing continuously. There are some disadvantages though. The main one being, although it's a free service, and that's awesome, you might have guessed it, it is ad supported, which means that in some ways they have robots or, you know, automated tools that are reading your emails and trying to send you advertisements that might directly market towards you. If you're using email that you either pay for or that is from your service provider, they probably aren't doing that type of thing and sending you advertisements. But in Gmail, on the right-hand side, there usually are ads. Now, there is a paid-for version of Gmail. It's meant primarily for business, but it is available if you really don't like ads. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you're looking for us elsewhere, you can stop into any of our Arvig stores, go to arvig.com and visit us, or give us a call at 888-99-ARVIG.